it is said that the language of division can always be monetized. For what's happening over a remark by Southern superstar Kamal Haasan, it can be said division over language can always be politicized. Yes, Southern superstar Kamal Haasan is in the middle of a super controversy. On Tuesday, he was promoting his film Thug Life in Chennai, and during the show he claimed the language Kannada was born out of Tamil. Viewers, the states of South India were largely created in the 1956 through the States Reorganization Act, which redrew the boundaries of states along linguistic lines, which means languages were the foundations of the states in the southern part of India. And that is why his comment sparked a massive outrage. Pro-Kannada groups erupted. They held protest. His posters were burnt by Kannada activists. Not just that, the Karnataka Film Chamber of Commerce has threatened to ban the release of his film since he refused to apologize. The film body said his comment has hurt the sentiments of the Kannada people. Initially facing demands for an apology, the actor turned politician declined to say, "I am sorry." He claimed that the threats by pro-Kannada groups to boycott his film were not really new. As the heat mounted, Kamal Haasan today issued a clarification, but still refused to apologize. Listen in to first what he had said and then the clarifications.
I've been threatened before, and if I am wrong, I will apologize. If I'm not, I won't. It's my lifestyle. Please don't tamper with it.
Now, this, viewers, throws up a slew of questions. One, who will adjudicate on whether he is right or wrong? Who will gauge the depth of his love for Kannada? Is the issue being stretched because he is no longer just an actor or an abhineta? Fourth, is there a political twist as Tamil Nadu's ruling DMK is said to have promised him a Rajya Sabha seat? Why? It is said to be a quid pro quo for his M&M support, his political party's support to the DMK in the 2024 general elections. Fifth, also one must ask, did Haasan deliberately make a political statement? He is heading to the Rajya Sabha from Tamil Nadu, and by saying Kannada was born out of Tamil, he seems to have stoked the perfect storm for an entry with a bang in Parliament. Now, we can't judge the mind of the actor, politician, but people and parties have already picked sides. The DMK is his natural ally on the topic. The party, which has been battling the BJP on Tamil-Hindi divide, is now claiming that it's the BJP which is stoking a Tamil versus Kannada fire. Ex-MP and DMK's organizational secretary TK Silangovan jumped in to defend Kamal Haasan by saying he might have read and quoted some historical facts. Congress, an ally of the DMK in Tamil Nadu, has decided not to attack Haasan despite serious political stakes in Karnataka. Karnataka Chief Minister Siddaramaiah said Kannada has a long-standing history. Poor Kamal Haasan is unaware of it. Then a minister in his cabinet, Priyank Kharge, who is the son of the Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge, does not want the issue to be dragged any further. BJP, on the other side, is adamant. BJP wants Kamal Haasan to apologize unconditionally for insulting the Kannadigas. Union Minister and MP from Karnataka, Shobha Karandalaje, accused him of deliberately provoking tension between Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. She said Haasan's party failed to make any kind of impact after its launch in 2018. And then there is one more option. We set aside the politics and consider a charge that, this could well be nothing but a publicity stunt ahead of this film. So we ask tonight, should Kamal Haasan apologize and just move on? Is the issue being dragged unnecessarily? Are the concerns that are being raised valid? Let's first hear the political reactions and then we kickstart the debate.
My people and Kannada Sangadanagalu, our political leaders also angry to Kamal Haasan statement. Say to Kamal Haasan, sorry for the Karnataka people. My theatre owners and distributors also no screening.
कमल हासन एक कालखंड में बहुत बड़ा एक्टर था, हीरो था, सब उसको पसंद करते थे। अभी वो पॉलिटिशियन हो गया। यही कंट्रोवर्शियल बयान दिया क्योंकि कर्नाटक में वो काम किया है, अभी भूल गया है। इधर खाना खाया है, भूल गए। इधर पानी पिया है, भूल गया है, क्योंकि केवल पॉलिटिक्स करने के लिए और प्रचार के लिए।
He's worked here before, and these are things that have already been laid to rest through history. I don't see the point of dragging this. See, it's all Dravidian languages.
You're watching the News Hour at 10, debate number 1 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
And joining us on this debate are my guests. We have GS Prashant, spokesperson of the BJP, Pratap Kanagal, who is Kannada activist, Harish Mohammad Ibrahim, who is a political analyst, Syed Asad Abbas, who is a political analyst as well, Kasturi Shankar, who is an actor, and Shekhar Iyer, who is a senior journalist. Good evening to all of you. Thank you very much for joining us here on Newshour Agenda this Friday evening. Harish Mohammad Ibrahim, I want to ask you one question tonight. In your opinion, was Kannada born out of Tamil?
Heena, we have to take this perspective in a linguistic lens or otherwise in a historical lens. Other than that, you don't have to get into the deeper drive of what the context Mr. Kamal Haasan spoke. If you go ahead with the historical and the archaeological evidences, there is always Tamil language is the oldest classical language out of the Dravidian language family, which has the Proto-Dravidian ancestor. It implies for both Tamil as well as Kannada as well as Telugu and Malayalam. So number 2, and Tamil is the oldest classical language which runs up to the Tolkappiyam, the literature runs up to 200 BC, where the Kannada, which gets the Halmidi transcriptions, which has always the Tamil Brahmi transcripts influence in Kannada. This is what the linguists across India have the factual data in their hands, right? So if that has to be taken into accordance, then as Mr. Kamal Haasan said, Kannada has an influence of all the Tamil Brahminical transcript during their base stage. But he should have mentioned that
But
it
he
is not a
didn't say
direct derivative of
Harish
Tamil.
Mohammad Ibrahim, he didn't say that. And you didn't answer my
That is
direct
what-
question. He didn't say that, that's one. And you didn't answer my direct question. I asked you, was Kannada born out of Tamil? Do you agree with what Mr. Kamal Haasan has said?
Of course, the Kannada has the base influence of Tamil, which has the Tamil Brahmi transcript during their foundation stage.
No, but these are two
But
different
Kannada has
things.
evolved
Somebody can be
with their
influenced
dialects,
by
their
someone.
vocabulary.
A language can have an influence of another language, but saying that a language is born out of another language, I think these are two different things. Will you agree, Mr. G.S. Prashant?
Definitely. See, for you to look at the context in which Kamal Haasan made a statement, to say that Kannada is born out of Tamil, and he's trying to now give answer saying he read it somewhere and he will not apologize. The intent is very clear. The intent was never to make any statement, but to make a political statement here in Karnataka, because he's an ally of Congress and DMK. He's going to the Rajya Sabha. He wants to make his political entry in a manner which befits his status otherwise as a film star, which he enjoyed some decades ago. And now, out of nowhere, these type of historians are coming up and saying that Kannada has got Tamil influence. Let them prove it. And mind you, Kannada and Tamil have coexisted for thousands of years. And what was the necessity for Kamal Haasan to make the statement? If he's promoting his movie, let him promote his movie. People want to watch it or not, people will decide. So therefore, because he has hurt the Kannada pride, he has hurt the entire 6.5 crore Kannadigas, because by stating that Kannada is born out of Tamil, and Kannada itself has got a classical language status, and we know how progressive Kannada language is and how the literature is in Kannada. Being all in one place, they're trying to make a political statement here. And Mr. Shivraj Kumar, who was there in the function, his wife was a Congress candidate, so therefore even he's not speaking up against it. Whereas Shivraj Kumar's father, Dr. Rajkumar, adored across the country and especially in Karnataka, who stood up for Kannada and Kannada pride, and he took part in Gokak movement. Shivraj Kumar, the greatest irony, Shivraj Kumar is now supporting Kamal Haasan. It shouldn't happen. Maybe because of their political connections, Shivraj Kumar is siding with Kamal Haasan, or else Kamal Haasan should apologize for his insensitive and incorrect remark that he has made.
Okay, so BJP is calling it a political statement, an insensitive remark, and BJP is demanding that Kamal Haasan should apologize. I want to ask you, Syed Asad Abbas, do you agree with what Kamal Haasan has said? In your opinion, was Kannada as a language born out of Tamil?
Absolutely not. As a matter of fact, let me fall in and peck in a couple of cards which have been placed here. The gentleman who's sitting on top of me on the window, Mr. Ibrahim, was on a debate on Times Now with me 2 days back. Today, I don't know why he's neutralizing and dilly-dallying, whereas to my question and challenge, he accepted and he clearly stated that Kannada is not born out of Tamil. And I don't know why he's neutralizing today. The fact of the matter, Heena ji, let me set the path clear for all the respective people here. I challenge all the panelists again on the podium today that please show me one linguist, one historian, or any historical accuracy which says that Kannada is born out of Tamil. The fact of the matter is, Kannada is a Proto-Dravidian language like all other language. But Kannada has its own history, its literary, culture and tradition. The father of Kannada is found to be Mr. Nagmura. Along with that, from the days of King Nirupatunga, we have great literates, legends like Bellari Mailaraya Shri, who's of Kannada. Not just that, Rashtrakavi Kuvempu is one of the greatest legends of the language of Kannada. The fact is, Mr. Kamal Haasan, in his whole sphere, bringing in the fact that he's trying to say that my language, my pride, my culture, my family is Tamil. Sir, we respect your family, we respect your language. But that does not take away the fact that 6.5 crore Kannadigas will agree to you. The fact is, he has... In fact, he also said, when Siddaramaiah ji, the chief minister here from Karnataka of the Congress party said, he's unaware. He's unaware of the long-standing history of Kannada. But this man, again, due to the controversy, he comes out and he says, yes, I am not qualified to make this statement. Sir, Mr. Kamal Haasan, when you're not qualified to make this statement, why do you make this statement? It hurts the sentiments of the people of Kannada. And lastly, Heena ji, I'd like to say, when you're not qualified to make such a statement, you, sir, keep your ego aside, keep your pride aside, because you're not qualified. Kindly apologize.
Okay, so you're saying he should apologize, and the reference that you made to a debate that you were a part of along with Harish Mohammed Ibrahim, and the way you said that he seems to have changed his stance. So do you think you've also in a way influenced him?
Of course, because he agreed on the previous debate. It was, I think, with Swati Joshi, and he agreed to me that Kannada is not...
Harish Mohammed Ibrahim? Harish Mohammed Ibrahim, will you like to respond?
Prashant, please tell them.
No, I have tried.
Don't change
Ibrahim agreed that Kannada was not born of Tamil. Syed, if you remember, even I was in the debate.
I don't say...
Okay, one at a time. One at a time. All of you, please calm down.
1 second, I am not...
One at a time. Syed Asad Abbas, you've made your point. Harish Mohammed Ibrahim, very quickly. Yes.
1 second. I am not changing the facts at all. As I said earlier, the foundation base from Tamil Brahmi has been influenced in the base of Kannada formation.
No, you did not say
but
that.
Kannada has a pure dialect and it is not a direct derivative.
No.
Now, 1 second,
So
1 second.
in that case,
Direct
will you agree that Mr. Kamal Haasan should apologize as has been the demand? Will you agree Mr. Kamal Haasan should apologize as has been the demand, Mr. Harish Mohammed Ibrahim?
Heena, there is no need of an apology. If Heena is elder to me, yes, Heena is elder to me. The same way a 500 BCE old Tamil classical language is...
There is a difference here. Don't play with words, Harish Ibrahim. There is a difference here. 1 second. Saying that a language was born out of another language is different from saying that this language is older than the other language. These are two different things. So, Harish Ibrahim, your point is that Kamal Haasan should not apologize. Okay, I have to move ahead also in the debate. BJP is of the view, GS Prashant has said Kamal Haasan should apologize. It is an insensitive statement. Pratap Kanagal, I want to ask you, how will you like to respond to these arguments and what Harish Mohammed Ibrahim specifically said?
First of all, I would like to say that Kannada is neither neither directly or indirectly derived from Tamil. It has its own history. It has own long this thing. But unfortunately, I don't know what makes him to claim that Kannada is derived from Tamil, Kannada is derived from that, and all those things. It's very, very unfortunate that these people claim that. I don't see I don't see any recorded history or anything. We don't have any records to prove that it has any link to Tamil other than it is born in the neighboring places. So obviously we'll have being two neighboring places. The two languages have been existed for long. So there are few common words here and there are there. But other than that, there is nothing. So whatever the Kamal Haasan, whatever he said, it's completely unacceptable. He must apologize, and moreover, whatever the clarification he gave now, it's much more arrogant.
Okay, so you're seeing arrogance in the clarification that has come in, and you're also saying that he must apologize. Of course, viewers, we are not experts here to really declare whether what Mr. Kamal Haasan has said is right or wrong, but we also want to now focus on what should happen now, because he made that remark on Tuesday. It is Friday, and even now protests are continuing. I want to ask you, Mr. Shekhar Iyer, you have seen lots of political launches. Was it for the film or politics?
Well, I think, I mean, as they say, give the devil its due. Kamal Haasan did not intend this controversy. See, he was quite high because it was promotion of his film, Thug Life. Which initially, incidentally has an English name, and he has tied up with another great filmmaker, Mani Ratnam, after a long time. So there was a lot of publicity about it, and he had invited Shiva Rajkumar. So on the stage when he was saying, and these days, Kamal Haasan, ever since he has moved closer to DMK, he has been wearing the Tamilness, the love for Tamil language, love for Tamil land. He has been wearing it on his sleeves because that he has been doing it for some time, and in this current controversy about three-language formula and all that. And so he said, look, since, we are all together, it's the same thing, and that's why he said it. And even Shiv Rajkumar did not think it was something very offensive. He said it by way of saying we are all one family. But the way he said it, that after all, Kannada came from Tamil Nadu, that he has walked into a mind, because in the sense, see, these linguistics, we have to leave linguistics to linguists. Because this whole thing about what influence what. But if you hear Kannada and if you hear Tamil, there are a lot of common expressions that people can usually follow. But doesn't mean that one came from the other came. Because there is a lot of, I would say, a history of these two languages. So one cannot get to it. But Kamal Haasan did not intend that. But the other problem is, Heena, see, Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin, the last 1 year, has been trying to unite all the southern states to a common cause against center, against three-language formula and things like that, against the BJP.
Right.
Now, Kamal Haasan's latest statement and his refusal to apologize doesn't fit with what Stalin has been planning, that, all the southern states should unite, that they all come from one common, Dravid movement or Dravid language or Dravid culture or southern culture, whatever.
Right.
But each of these states have a very distinct culture. There are some common things, but there are also very distinctness. Now, Kamal Haasan did not intend this controversy, but he doesn't know how to back off.
You mean, GS Prashant, I know you want to respond. I'll come to you once again.
Just one more point.
Yes.
It will serve Kamal Haasan's film business. He just says a sorry and ends it, because he has acted in Kannada films. He would also like Thug Life to do well in Karnataka, because there is a lot of money riding on this film. They have spent a lot of money. But I don't know. And Kamal Haasan is one person.
Very quickly, 10 seconds, Shekhar Iyer. You mean he forgot language is a divisive line in the southern part of the country? And it was perhaps just a slip?
No, Kamal Haasan did not enter in this controversy. But Kamal Haasan is a person when it comes to communication.
No.
He as a communicator, people always say, there is a joke going around that, there is a meme which shows a Vadivel, an actor who is known for his comedy,
Right.
for saying that, look, so long you have had in the Rajya Sabha Hindi being spoken, which we don't understand. Now we are sending somebody whose language none of you are going to understand, or even none of us are going to understand.
Okay.
So that is the way. Kamal Haasan problem is, he's a great actor, but a poor communicator.
Okay. JS Prashant, I know you want to respond, but let me quickly take the opening comments from Kasturi Shankar as well. Kasturi Shankar, where do you stand on this?
Okay, I want to make 3 points. Number one, I've heard everybody speak here, and let's just agree on one thing. The similarities in the verbs and the cognates between Kannada and Tamil are striking. It's obvious that they both belong to the same family. Now, one may not be born of another, but at least I think we can all agree that they're all sister languages and do belong to the same family, perhaps from a common ancestor, right? I think that is possibly what Kamal Haasan should have said. He could have included Mr. Shivaraj Kumar as his brother, speaking a brotherly language, instead of saying, mother and born out of it and things like that, which are highly sensitive in nature. So I will not go into the linguistic aspect of this. I think everybody here has an opinion, and I think all of them are like, blind men describing an elephant. Everybody is kind of right, but everybody is completely wrong. So we will not go into that. What I want to talk about is Mr. Kamal Haasan's sudden love for Tamil and Tamil identity. I have never seen Mr. Kamal Haasan in my lifetime celebrate his extremely Tamil identity. He has always talked about how he is beyond languages, how he is an Indian, how he is for everyone. And suddenly now, after he's got new friends with DMK, he is towing the DMK line, just like Mr. Harish Ibrahim is. You write that he is a political analyst. You forget to write that he is a DMK affiliate. There are viewpoints here. Mr. Kamal Haasan has reflected the Dravidian ideology, and by this I don't mean the language family, I mean the ideology that is unique to the DMK. He reflects that. That is a Freudian slip that he had on stage. But as Mr. Shekhar Iyer said, and as Mr. Prashant and Kanagal also felt, it might have been a slip. But in the subsequent interviews and the subsequent responses that he has given...
So you're giving him a benefit of doubt. It might have been a slip, but he had an opportunity to respond. He had an opportunity to apologize. If he didn't mean what he said, if it wasn't, by design what he said on Tuesday in Chennai...
He has made it so much worse right now that it's causing a lot.
Okay. Now, GS Prashant, I know you've been waiting. Then Syed Asad Abbas. GS Prashant, yes.
Yes. Firstly, we should never get a situation where what was the intention of Kamal Haasan? Forget it. He has made a statement which is wrong. Let him first apologize and then let him give explanations as to what he thought, what he wanted to convey. Firstly, he should apologize unequivocally to all the Kannadigas, and then if the Kannadigas prefer, let him explain what made him to give this illogical statement, which is newfound political affiliation. Therefore, we should not give him any benefit of doubt saying this is what he meant, that is what he meant, and his clarification has made it even worse. He says he did it out of love. What is that love he's talking about? By stating that Kannada is born out of Tamil, he is making a statement and he says out of love for Kannada he makes those statements. But can that be acceptable? And you just extrapolate those statements.
Kasturi Shankar, quick rebuttal, then Syed Asad Abbas. Yes.
So therefore, we should not give any benefit of doubt to Kamal Haasan.
GS Prashant, we heard your point. Kasturi Shankar, then Syed Asad Abbas. Yes.
Yeah, I'm as somebody who respects and loves Karnataka, Bangalore, Kannada language, I have just one question. Is it an insult to be affiliated to Tamil at all, because you can have very beautiful children born of very beautiful parents. The oldest sister need not be as successful or as evolved as the youngest sister. So why is this? I'm trying to understand this. Why is this considered an insult to all Kannadigas? Regardless of what Kamal Haasan meant, I'm trying to understand.
But Kasturi Shankar, with due respect, isn't he pitching a Tamil superiority with the kind of language he has made? Was it not a political statement that he made? Syed Asad Abbas.
That is the point. If it was
Syed Asad Abbas. Okay, everybody else, please calm down. Syed Asad Abbas.
I think the analogy made by Kasturi ji is totally dumbfounded and illogical here. Respective ma'am, we are men with opinion, but we are not blind and we are not completely wrong. Let me present you some historical facts and evidence. Rashtrakavi Kuvempu, or be it Belluru Mailaraya, Santosh, have all been literates of the language of Kannada, are all legends who have never stated anything.
Right.
I've read
Syed
historians.
Asad Abbas, I think let's stick to the point that we are discussing here. Should Kamal Haasan apologize and just move on? Because, looking at the statements that he has made, it doesn't look like he's in a mood to apologize. Because, let me just read out, when he gave that clarification also, he said, I've been threatened before. If I'm wrong, I'll apologize. If I'm not, I won't. So, does it not make you feel that it was a deliberate statement that he made?
It was absolutely deliberate. There is no two ways about it. Mr. Ibrahim and Kasturiji are trying to make it look okay. It's absolutely not. There is a sense of superiority here. Those who have seen the statement will know. What did he say? He said, my pride, my family, my Tamil, my culture. And Shivraj Kumar, he looks and says, your language is born out of Tamil, which is absolutely historically proven to be wrong.
Okay.
And later he says, I am not qualified. When, sir, you are not qualified, why can't you say a simple sorry when you're not qualified?
Okay, so you also believe he should say sorry. And I want to go back to Shekhar Iyer again. Shekhar Iyer, do you think Congress today is caught in a bind? It rules Karnataka, so technically it needs to bat for Kannada. But we don't really see that happening. Look at the statement that has come from Mr. Siddaramaiah, Priyank Kharge. DMK is an ally. Is that the political compulsion that the Congress today isn't too harsh on Kamal Haasan?
Definitely, they don't want this to, blow up, because if it does, then Congress will be in a tight spot, because the issue of Kannada, people of Karnataka are, they are very sensitive to this kind of remarks are being made, because Kannada has a very rich heritage, has a very rich background, and to say, to make a kind of such a generalized statement, that cannot be, no party can, in Karnataka. BJP or Congress or BJP leader, they cannot just keep quiet. And even this is an issue, and it is for now Kamal Haasan to realize this is not going to help his politics or his films.
Definitely. It's not going to help his politics or films.
No, Heena, having made a statement which I would say it's a stupid statement.
Okay.
Instead of speaking to that, he should have actually said, look, I made some mistake, or just see, all that he had to say was, he has a great association with Rajkumar family, and Shiv Rajkumar is here, and this is about the new film. He should have left it at that. And that's why I said, the problem with Kamal Haasan, he thinks a lot. There is what I would say, a diary of expression, diary of thoughts, but constipation of expression.
Okay.
Invariably, his politics also suffered on this account.
Okay.
Common people could not understand what the hell he was saying most of the time as a politician. So he was great as an actor on the films.
Okay. Harish Mohammed Ibrahim, looking at the clarification that has come from Kamal Haasan, would you agree that he is in a way indicating that if he apologizes, he will have problems in Tamil Nadu now?
No, not at all, not at all. Tamil people are not that stupid. Like Madam Kasturi Shankar, who is a blindfolded, the BJP's Kasturi Shankar, even though she is hailing
I think let's not have personal attacks.
Know what kind of
let's be civil with each other, Harish Ibrahim.
No, let me
let's
respond.
not have personal attacks, please. I'm not going to allow this. I'm not going to allow this. If you don't have an answer, it's okay. I will wrap up the debate. In any case, I'm out of time now. They don't make these kind of personal remarks here on the show. Please, Harish Ibrahim, do you have an answer?
Statement. Whether you have intercepted, no.
Because she was saying as the blindfolded when we come with the facts and she can't go ahead and bark one thing and go ahead with...
Do you have an answer? Right? Do you have an answer? I asked you a question.
He doesn't need
Do you have an answer? Do you have an answer? I asked you a specific question.
I have an answer.
Then please respond. I'm completely out of time. I'm giving you last 10 seconds. Make your point. Yes.
500 BC Tamil language inference is there in Kannada.
No, I'm not talking about that. I asked you another question. The debate is on languages, so expect everybody to keep at least language civil. And I'm now completely out of time. Thank you very much, all of you, for joining us. Of course, Kamal Haasan has not apologized. The film body in Karnataka has threatened to ban his film Tug Life if he doesn't apologize. So we'll, of course, wait and see what happens next in this case. For now, appreciate all of you for joining us here on Newshour Agenda this evening.